How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Dean, this is Locksmith Services, and in today's video, pretty similar to a job I had the other day actually. Got a Lockmaster here that's not playing well. You know, customers having issues with it. They have to really force that handle up and it just doesn't seem to be working nicely. So let's go to the door, we'll take it all out and see if there's anything obvious. We'll get it clamped in the vise, have a play and see, does it need a new gearbox or does it need some TLC? Let's go to the door. Okay, so we're on the workbench. As you can see, we've got our part here, 0807. Okay, so it's done very well. She reckoned it was 25 years old. It's definitely not. It's 2007 when it was tested. So obviously all our hooks are shooting out and that's when the latch is coming out. However, when you're pulling the handle in and out, this latch is staying stuck inwards. So let's take the gearbox out, see if there's anything obvious that can be done before we end up needing to change it. Because of the age of it, it could be a possibility, but let's take these screws out and we'll see what we're working with. So a bit different to usual this one, because it's a hook, which I know are quite common in terms of having a Lockmaster hooks, but they're not as common as the deadbolts, so I don't come across them that often. But nevertheless, it shouldn't be giving them as much grief as it does, so it could just mean TLC. It could be that it's just wearing. It is a double spindle, so what we'll do is we'll test that bottom one as well to see if that's fine, because the door is just set up for a single spindle on a lever rather than an offset lever pad or offset lever. Let's just check that our hooks are working fine on the top and bottom. You can see the hook down there. Bit sticky, we can give that an oil, that's not a problem, that'll help free that up. And top one here, as you can see, just make sure you can see that in action. Let's go for that. That's better than the bottom, but still a bit sticky. Right, let's flip the camera around and have a look at this gearbox. While we're at it, this is the state of the one spring that was in there, so that cassette's completely shot. So we'll get some fresh pair of cassettes out for that, because I think it was probably relying on that mechanism on this gearbox here, but because it was so sticky and worn, those handles are floppy as anything. So let's just give it a test on camera. Oh. It is sticky, but part of me does think it's not actually broken. So let's take this out and see if we can find anything obvious, give it a service, good oil, and put it back together and see what happens. So I'm going to crack on with that and I'll get back to you once it's all done. Hands are quite dirty here, and if we have a look and take this out, look at that oil. That is disgusting. So that is how dirty it is inside, which definitely isn't helping. So I'm going to crack on, but I thought I'd give you an update just showing you how dirty that is. Yeah, lovely. Would you just look how dirty this gearbox is internally? That is absolutely disgusting, and it's still just all sat at the bottom coming out. So I took it apart, couldn't find anything obvious, but just noticed how filthy it is inside. So I'm just giving it a good clean and wipe out, and then we'll test it and see if that will resolve the issue. But that is just probably the dirtiest lock I've probably ever come across. Okay, so I've just put the lock outside just to dry a bit and drain off, and I've just picked up a new set of cassettes. So we'll get these fitted on the handles too to stop that problem. I have a feeling we don't need to change that gearbox. So let's go try it and see what happens. Okay, so car handles. There you go. Let's get these fitted on the door. Okay, all the screws are back in, and this is our moment of truth. Perfect, and the only thing I changed, door handle springs. Okay, and just like that, the job is all done. So it's all put back together, all working absolutely fine. No new parts needed other than springs. So for what could have been an absolute kind of nightmare replacing a Lockmaster gearbox, turns out just needed a good bit of TLC and a bit of locksmith knowledge. So thanks for watching. See you all in the next video. Take it easy.